Hi guys, Vechs here, and welcome to Iceolation. It's isolated. It's ice. It's an ice pun. Yep. So I just wanted to make a quick video and show off some of the temperature mechanics that I've been coding that you can find in this map and maybe future maps depending on the reception to them. So a lot of my previous super hostile maps were very focused on fighting monsters. That was the and traps, monsters and traps. Chief challenge, monsters and traps. Isolation has monsters and traps, but it's also focused more prominently on just surviving the environment, which classic Super Hostile before the wolves came in was really just about surviving in Minecraft in a hostile environment. And I was thrilled when they added food to the game that you had to eat to stay alive. That was great. I just kind of wish there was also temperature maybe, because I think there's a lot of interesting things you can do with that. So I've coded a temperature system. All right. It's pretty simple. It uses armor from your clothing to determine how much insulation you have. And the extremes of temperature are negative 1,000 to positive 1,000. I thought about trying to mirror temperature to, or like link it up with like some real world value like Celsius or Fahrenheit. Uh, but no matter which one I chose, a bunch of people would be unhappy. I suppose I could have picked Kelvin to be snarky, but whatever. The what I have here is just like a fictional system, and it works pretty well. And for the numbers involved, the negative 1,000 to positive 1,000 scale uh, works out the best, I think. So anyway, Isolation has an ambient temperature of negative 700, and its temperature severity is 10. So that means if I took off my armor here every 6 seconds, because it's on a 6-second round, I'll lose 10 temperature, and I will, if I just stand here, I will eventually go down to negative 700. And as you get colder, you start getting, or hotter, you can overheat too. But the temperature extremes give you various debuffs and bad effects that you'd probably like to avoid. So because isolation's ambient is a negative 10, if I come up with 10 units of armor, I'll be neutral. So let's grab 8 armor from this diamond chestplate, 2 armor from the leather pants, boom boom. And in my head, the iron armor and the diamond armor, it's very nice, expensive armor, and so it's obviously got like fur and leather lining inside of it to keep it to help insulate you. Because obviously, if you wear just raw metal against your skin, one, you're going to get pinched all to heck and back, and two, obviously you'd freeze. But realistic armor, you'd have several layers of cloth and leather under it. So anyway, yeah, I'm neutral now. Except I've got one problem. I am trapped on this glass block. Most blocks are neutral temperature. They don't change you either way. But if I walk on this snow, it's going to make me even colder. And now I'm actually, we've insulated 10 from our armor, but we're still going down 3, so the snow's a negative 3. What could be worse than snow? Probably getting wet. Yeah, I'm going to regret this. Oh yeah. In fact, let's just take off our armor. So we're in isolation, getting wet in the water. Oh no. Yeah, I'm going to go down pretty low pretty quick with this. So if we get out of that, well, we're being back to, now if we get on the glowstone here, we'll actually start gaining. Let's eliminate the air temperature from the equation, and standing atop the glowstone, we're going up 3 per turn. So glowstone is worth 3 heat per turn. So that's pretty cool. And here we have a torch. and a torch is going to give us 2. Not as good as glowstone, but you know what? Uh, you have to be inside of a torch like this, you know, huddling right next to it. And then glowstone needs to be on your feet. And most of these blocks either care if you're standing on them or in them, but the furnaces care if you're adjacent to them. And torches and glowstone stack, so this will let us pick up 5 heat per turn. And the furnace is really nice to have around. And the easiest thing to do is to put a stack of coal in there or a lava bucket and turn it on like that. And it only works if it's lit. I like how the water just froze. But a lit furnace is a very hefty amount of heat if you stand right next to it. It would also work if you stood on top of it, although we've just lost the bonus from the glowstone and the torch here. But we can fire up the second one. So the glowstone and the torches, you can only get the benefit of one, because you can only be standing inside one torch or on top of one glowstone. But you could surround yourself with furnaces if you wanted to, and they'll heat you up quite a bit. In fact, if I stayed here long enough, I would start experiencing some heat stroke because we're going into the positives. And I believe that kicks in around 200 or 300. We're approaching 200. No, it's 300 then. Okay, it must be negative 300 and positive 300. So now that we're overheating, we're at 399 and climbing. We're starting to get some of these overheating debuffs, like weakness and mining fatigue. And so now armor insulates you from both cold and heat. So what the armor value tries to do is every round, if you're under 0, the armor tries to drag you upwards towards 0, and if you're over 0, the armor tries to drag you down towards 0. So if you've got full diamond armor, you can pretty much go most places with impunity and not worry too much about the temperature. So now I'm just standing in the water, and if I ditch my armor, I'll cool off faster. Actually, no, I won't. I'll cool down faster with my armor on. I forgot about that. The armor's trying to drag me towards 0. So yeah, so those are the basic temperature mechanics that will be present in Iceolation, and there may be other surprises, but I'm hoping to have Iceolation released at the very latest December, preferably sooner. So basically as soon as it's done and properly tested, I'll be releasing it. And if you want it early, you can sign up on my Patreon. At the $10 tier, you get early access to maps. And if you don't want to do that, then you can just wait, and it'll be released to the public for free after my patrons get it first. So either one of those is fine. You know, without monsters constantly trying to kill you, it's pretty peaceful and quiet. Well, except for the whole freezing to death part. Might want to watch out for that. Anyway, I'll see you guys in this cold, forsaken, isolated landscape. Until next time, as always, stay warm. I wonder if what happens if I jump in the lava? Oh God, oh God, oh God,